Hey guys, thanks for watching. I thought I'd give you a little blog episode this week to give you a few updates about things I'm involved with golf and mental health. You may be aware that it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week, and I just wanted to take this moment really to share a couple of things from my experience, but also a couple of things I'm involved with to do with mental health and with golf. As I've mentioned in other videos that you might not have seen all of them, whatever, but I've kind of had a bit of a tough year. I've been off work with mental health battles for I don't know, 6 months, 7 months, I'm not sure how long it was. As you can see now, I'm back at work. I've got started a new business. This is my new workshop, so I build camper vans. So yeah, absolutely buzzing to be back at work actually now and able to do that. But I think sadly there's still a huge stigma around mental health. People don't like talking about it, and having gone from basically having never experienced any issues with my mental health to experiencing quite severe anxiety, panic attacks, depression, stress, it was really eye-opening for me to realise how bad it was, or how bad it could get. And I know I'd heard people say before that, oh, we should talk about mental health because we talk about physical health, and if someone can't get out of bed because they've broken both their legs, it's the same with mental health. But I think until you experience that, it's really easy to be quite cynical or a bit passive to it. And for me personally, everyone's experience will be completely different. But I remember days. I've got two young kids, 5, and they were at the time they were 5 and 1, and sometimes being in a room with them for over 5 minutes, maybe not even that, I just couldn't do it. And I remember, in lying in bed in the morning thinking, I can't possibly get up because what if one of them makes a little sound? And we're not even talking drastic sounds, but the trigger point was so low that it was really hard to deal with that. And I remember one day I had, these are a lot of things my mind has tried to forget, I think, but I remember I'd psyched myself up to go make lunch, and I was going to have eggs and toast, and when I got to the fridge there was no eggs, and it sounds really bizarre, but I couldn't handle it. I didn't know how to deal with that situation, that decision of like, what do I make now? And I just, yeah, and it seems crazy. Even now, it seems crazy to think that it was that bad, but it was realistically, and that's two like kind of trivial. Well, say trivial. It's not trivial at all, but two small examples. So then, when you add social situations or work situations or whatever into that, it literally felt like my body was constantly in fight or flight mode. So I just wanted to share a couple of those things, because even having gone through them and being willing to talk about them, I still don't, and I still don't like to talk about them. And in a way, there's no wonder that there's still a stigma. Huge thing for me for my mental health was getting into golf, as you know, which is why you're here, and I started going along to these events run by the Bro Project, which down in Devon here where I live is like a men's not-for-profit organisation that had just put on free events with the simple aim that to kind of help men's mental health and as a prevention more than anything. So it's not, you don't, there's no requirements of you can go along, of why you can go along or who can go or whatever. And for me, that's been an amazing experience to kind of get involved in that community, etc. So I've actually done a couple of videos with, so Matt, one of the guys that runs the Bro Project, we've done a video, so I'll put the link somewhere here. We did a little scramble on the course, and then there's a 3-hole challenge as well. I'll put that link as well. So I love that. So yeah, so next week I'm actually doing a mental health first aid course with the Bro Project, so I might share some stuff about that as we go. And the other thing I wanted to share with you is next month in June we're going to do a challenge, and it's quite a tough challenge actually, but we're going to play 94 holes, hopefully in 24 hours. I don't know if that's possible, but we're going to give it a good go. So it's basically, we're going to do it over 5 golf courses. I think 3 of the courses we play 19 holes and 2 we play 18. I might have got my maths wrong there, but yeah. We're going to try and do it over 24 hours, 5 different courses. So I think we can start at Churston, Torquay, Exeter, Stover, and finish at Dainton on the Saturday. And it's going to be tough because we've got to put in travel time. We're going to walk the whole way. We're going to carry our clubs the whole way. So there will be probably 2 of the rounds will be in pitch black. So I think we've got like neon glow-in-the-dark balls or something. The reason it's 94 holes is because sadly that's the number of men in the UK who give their life to suicide every week. And we want to try and raise awareness about that and essentially prevent that. We want to bring that number down as much as we can, and I feel like the Bro Project is definitely going the right way of doing that. So it's not a big fundraising push, but there is a GoFundMe page. If you feel that that's something that resonates with you, then by all means click on the link, but there's obviously no obligation. So yeah, really excited about those things coming up. I'll try and film a lot of the 94 hole challenge. I haven't figured out how yet, but maybe put in the comments below like how you want me to film it, if you want just snippets or whatever. I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll try and, wondering about trying to do a documentary or something about it, just kind of doing the whole thing, but we'll see. And finally, I've got a putting green. If you watch my last video, you will know that my putting it was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. And the amount of 3 putts I had was just insane. It was the worst putting display I've put on in a long time. So I bought this putting green. I've got down to Argos, and let's see if it helps for the next video. Fingers crossed. And finally, last thing I want to say is thank you to all the subscribers. Genuinely, like we're over 200 now, which 2 months in, I never thought would be a thing. So thank you, and yeah, lots more content on the way. And let me know what you want to see. I know someone got in touch last few days ago saying to do a what's in the bag, so I'll do that. I'm going to do my yardages at some point. I'm going to try and get down to a Trackman driving range and show you my yardages, as inconsistent as they may be. But I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to improve my golf. I know it's not going to be the best golf in the world, but we'll get there. We'll see how we do. Cool. Thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.